Hey guys, thanks for joining me. We're in our 21 days of concentrated prayer here at Norwegian Settlers Church. So thank you for joining us for our devotional series. And feel free, we would love it if you join with us in prayer. But we've been focusing on John chapter 15 and the words that Jesus spoke. And he plays on the word remain so many times in his last sermon to his disciples there in the vineyard. He's talking about remaining. Remain in the vine and I remain in you. Remain in my word. And today we're talking about remaining in his love. Let me read it to you. This is what Jesus said. John 15 verse 9 to 10. As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Now remain in my love. If you keep my commands, you will remain in your love, just as I have kept my Father's commands and remain in his love. Now, when we remain and we abide in and we stay in certain places, don't get out of that. When we remain in the love of God, just conscious of the fact that God really loves us, the fact that God really just is concerned for us, the fact that he's just all consumed in his love for you and for me. When we live in the context of that love, it makes such a difference in our daily lives. A couple of the characteristics are going to be seen in the next couple of days. You'll see today the first characteristic of people who remain in his love is that of no fear. When you remain in the love of God, there is no fear. And I'm reminded of that beautiful verse where it says, God's love casts out fear. And I say God's love, but the text says perfect love. And there is only one who can love perfectly, and that is God. You and I, we love to think that we can love, but we can never love like him. We have this love relationship that's conditional sometimes, and but his love is agape love. It's unconditional. He's made a choice to love us through thick and thin, no matter what. He will never renege on the choice that he has made. Now, when you love or you live in the context of that kind of love, all fear goes away. You ever look in marriages even, and that's the lowest realm of what I could possibly find today. It's the highest example of the low realm in which we live. And that is when there's perfect love, there's perfect trust. When there's perfect love and there's real love that goes between two individuals, they trust one another, there is no fear that something bad can come between them. Fear is a principle or is a picture of what no perfect love looks like. God loves us perfectly. He's the only one who can do that. And when we, as his children, live in the context of that love, all fear has gone. I love the thought that when we live in that kind of love, that we can get on with life. We can get on with life and live according to how God would want for us to live. We can get on with our lives and live lives to the full, because we know full well that the love of God surrounds us, it encompasses us, and when we live in that, there is no fear. Perfect love casts out fear. You can't love perfectly. God can. And when we live in that environment, we know that we have no need to fear at all. Now, you may need to make this application today in your own life to say, well, am I fearful? Yeah, we're a fearful people, man. We fear everything. Well, we fear a lot of things. We fear the future in a country that is somewhat insecure sometimes. We fear where our economy will be going. We fear whether our business is going to survive. We fear in our relationships with our families. Are they going to jack out on us? Are they going to fail us? We live constantly within the parameters of these human fears, and they're very real, and they exist. I can't deny them. But when we live in the context, and I've said that word a few times, in the context of the love of God, all fear will flee. If we don't love and live in that context of his love, no wonder we're so fearful. Think about that today, people. Just get a picture of the wonder of God's love for you, his incredible commitment to you, that no matter where, no matter what, no matter how, he will always love you. I hope that you find that to be a truth today. See you tomorrow. Bye.